Today, I'll be answering the question, can a Tesla charge in super cold temperatures? The car will be sitting outside in about minus 32 Celsius, which is about minus 26 degrees Fahrenheit, for around 5.5 hours before I drive the car to the supercharger and plug it in and see what kind of rates we get. It's supposed to be about minus 25 Celsius when I get to the supercharger, which is about minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit, so still a very cold day. I plan to press navigate to supercharger about 15 minutes before I plan on getting there. This is designed to be a real world test, whether you're thinking about buying the car or whether you own it, what you can expect in charging when you leave the car out in temperatures as cold as this, and how quick you can expect to get charged. I'm going to document how fast the charge goes. I'll be checking in every few minutes and see how long it takes to get up to about 80% charge, down from around 15% is what I'm going to try to get it to start at. Let's jump right into my first stop. All right, so it's about 3:30. The car's been outside for about 5.5 hours today, starting at about 10 in the morning when it was minus 32 Celsius or minus 26 Fahrenheit. Right now it's about minus 25 Celsius. It's gotten ever so slightly warmer, let's call it, throughout the day. So that's about minus 16 Fahrenheit right now. And yeah, I'm about to head to the supercharger. My car is low at about 25%, so I'm giving it ample opportunity to take in as much charge as possible, hopefully as soon as possible. And weather-wise, yeah, this is what we're looking at here for the rest of the day. So a super crispy minus 25 or minus 16 Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's a cold one out here, folks. So I'm about to navigate to supercharger, and in case you guys aren't familiar with how that works, it actually will start preconditioning the battery on the way there. So it's going to drink a ton of power, but it's also going to start trying to heat my battery so that I ideally don't have to be at the supercharger all day. And I am going to sit there until it's about 80%. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. However, there's restaurants, there's stores, and of course I can watch YouTube or Netflix in my car while I wait. But I'm going to, of course, be updating the charging speeds and time periods. So every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we'll see how it's looking. All right, so charging. This is how convenient it is here on the Tesla. There's only one in Saskatoon. There's 5 available. So one person is either charging or the supercharger is down. It doesn't say, but it says there's definitely 5 available, so I should have no trouble. As soon as I hit this, I'm going to press this, and it's giving us a route. So it projects we'll get there at 18% in 16 minutes. So I was a bit off there, but yeah, 16 minutes, 13 kilometers, 18%. Let's see what we arrive with. That should be a decent amount of time to hopefully preheat the battery that it'll at least take some charge. All right, guys, and as you can see there, preconditioning battery for fast charging. So we're going to give it 16 minutes of preconditioning time here. Hopefully that'll be enough to get us some charge going. Little random update. I have 0 regen right now, so obviously the battery is plenty cold. I have no regen braking going in, so this will be a good test. I'll be there in about 14 minutes. All right, folks, I found this pretty funny as well. We are at 358 watt hours per kilometer on this current trip. So obviously that precondition is doing some damage. I also want to mention, I tried to set this thing at 21 degrees, just slightly warmer than 20, or I usually have it at 68 Fahrenheit, 20 degrees. I set it at 21 just to try to burn more juice. Can't do it, folks. Even I took my jacket off, it's too warm. Even on cold days, this thing is set to 20 and it's parked at 20. I saw comments on some of my previous videos saying they set it to 24. Like, holy smokes, you guys, I don't know how you do it. I would be absolutely roasting at 24, but Full Self Drive has taken me there. I'm only a couple minutes away from the supercharger. I'm really excited to see how this goes. I've made it with 17%. There's a couple other cars here, so I'm kind of parked in between them all. So we're gonna see how this goes as soon as I plug it in. Wrong day to forget gloves is what it is. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Only my second time supercharging before, so this is new to me. Let's go plug in. Open no problem. And we're plugging in. Screen is good. All right, so right off the bat, wow, 72, 81. This is kind of shocking. Wow. Keep in mind, folks, minus 25 degrees, and that's ambient, and it's just getting colder. So, wow, I am kind of flabbergasted. I did not expect it to go right in. That is kind of shocking, and it even suggests me to play games in the arcade while I wait. So that is kind of fantastic. Yeah, we are ramping up pretty rapidly into the 130s, and that was seamless. Like, I did that in real time. And how long was I gone for? My editor, my lovely wife, put that on screen, please. I want to see how long that took, but wow, this is shocking. I'm gonna increase my charge limit to 80% here. It's thinking about 40 minutes to 80%. We are getting 140. I can't even believe this. Now keep in mind, the car was out for about 5.5 hours outside in -32 to -25. It kind of ranged from that. I did not have any preheating on. I did not have it plugged in, and I intentionally left it unplugged all night in my garage. I wasn't sure if I was doing this video, but I just had to when I saw how cold it was. But I wanted my percent to get lower. I needed a lower state of charge to actually do this test properly so I could get some proper charge rate. So I am very impressed with how this is going so far. And let's do an update here. It's been a couple minutes. So far a few minutes in, we're still at about 127 kilowatt hour. Yeah, it's pretty solid at this number. And yeah, already at 23%. I actually forget what time I plugged in. Shoot! Well, it's 3:55 right now, and it's been about 3 minutes. So I just rolled the footage back. It was 3:52. I can't believe I almost screwed that up with the charge time. But yeah, 3:52 is when I started the charge. We are at 4 minutes. I'm already at 27%, so I gained 10% in 4 minutes. There it is on screen, 27%, 356. So we're at roughly 4 minutes. 4 minutes in, I've dropped a bit to 119 kilowatt hour. Yeah, this is going fantastic. Charging in Saskatoon, it's been free. That's a perk of when I bought my car. There's 3 months of free supercharging. So unfortunately, folks, I'm not gonna have a price here for you. I am at 8 minutes into the charge here, and this is where we're at. 34% charged. We are now dropping down ever so slightly, but consistently. We're down to about 109 kilowatt hours going into the battery right now. So we're at 408, about 16 minutes in, and down to 97 kilowatt hour, but still honestly very respectable, especially considering this could be an emergency situation and when you're low. But yeah, 16 minutes in, I'm at 50% already. I would easily happily go home, but at this point, I just want to see the curve all the way up to 80% and how long it actually takes. So gain 26 kilowatt hour, 580 kilometers an hour. Seems to be kind of ramping up again. I don't know, but this is fantastic. And you can even see here, there is 2 superchargers available. And yeah, we've got 4 cars here. So we got this Y there, we got an X there, and another Model 3 beside him, the new Highland. So 2 available. So I mean, the reliability, even on these cold days, not a concern. Very cool to see that these are working as well as they are. I did just have a conversation with a guy beside me. It was freezing cold, but I chatted for a few minutes, and he also has a 2024 Highland, and he's been loving it. He's from out of province, drives it for work, and it's been great all winter and all year for him. He said it's been great. Couple top ups here and there, but yeah, on the highway, it kind of reinforces it, right? When you can see these guys just daily driving it without any fuss, without making a scene, and they're just working. So that's kind of cool. And I did tell him about the channel, so if he comments, that'd be pretty hilarious. But cool to see anyway that they're just out there casually daily driving across province, going hundreds of kilometers. Days like this doesn't phase it. All right, folks, 20-minute update. So we are at 412 and 56%, still getting 88 kilowatt hours. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that's technically speaking slow, although above 50%, I think that's not bad considering the temperature especially. We are at 39% here so far in 20 minutes, maybe within that 20-minute mark. Oh, 57%, so 40% in 20 minutes. I'm not going to the second here, folks. I'm just going to the minute. And this is our charging speed. So honestly, I'm pretty happy about that. Apparently about 20 minutes remaining until 80%. And these things update quick. I just saw the Highland guy leave and it's already showing 3 available. So the car integration to the supercharger network is next level. Like, that is amazing. And I am going to update my charge limit to 77%. That's going to make it a 60% charge. So we're going to see at the end of this test how fast I can gain 60% of charge, starting at 17% in -25°C after being out in the morning, sitting in as cold as -32 for about 5.5 hours before I really drove it. So yeah, we're gonna check the result of that. 25 minutes into the charge, I am at 64%, and we are still getting 80 kilowatt hours getting put into the battery. Not too bad. 9 minutes remaining to 77%, which would be 60% total charge gained. All right, folks, that is 50% stated charge gained so far, and it has taken a total of 27 minutes to get 50% at -25°C. Now again, I did not give the car the worst case scenario. I gave it 16 or 17 minutes to precondition the battery. I'm trying to be realistic. I do extreme weather testing. I'm not doing extreme vehicle testing. I'm not trying to wreck my own battery here, folks. This is not a lease. I bought the car and I plan to keep it for 10 years, 15 years. I'm not putting this battery down to 0% for you guys. Maybe if Tesla offers to sponsor a car that I can do these wild overnight ice cube battery tests, then sure, but I'm not doing that here on my own vehicle. But yeah, Tesla's going pretty nice here. We're at 69 kilowatt hours with 5 minutes left and at 70%. So 7% left here. and we will be done. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how this is doing so far. I was expecting a lot worse. I've seen those videos of those guys doing deep freeze battery tests, and it takes like 20 minutes before it'll even accept charge, but mine just rammed straight up to 130. Like, that short amount of preconditioning when you navigate to Supercharger, that did a lot of work. I'm shocked at that. And I guess driving here on top of that. That just shows you can do this, guys. Like, the car is made to do this. I got a notification on my phone and my watch that my supercharging was almost complete. So if I was waiting at the Tim Hortons or whatever local coffee shop or store, I would have known that I got 5 minutes to get back here till I'm at my charge limit. So that is another just small little integration feature. I didn't even know what happened. I just got it, and that is cool. It's cool to have features like that. All right, and now I'm 32 minutes in, 74% charge, so we are very close. We've gained 57% of battery here so far, and 65 kilowatt hours. So the slow ramp down ever since I hit about 130. It's slowly been dropping here, but honestly, I ain't worried. If that's what's best for the battery and healthiest for the battery, then great. I don't want it stuffing that electricity where it doesn't fit and do permanent damage to my batteries. It has been 34 minutes. We are at the last percent, still pulling out 61 kilowatt hours or 400 kilometers an hour. Honestly, that number, very far from accurate in this cold. Let's call it 220 kilometers an hour. And look at that, calculating. Charge limit 77%, we're at 76. It must be so low that it's trying to calculate. I'm not sure what this is doing, but yeah, this is an interesting screen here. I'm just curious to see how it's going to go and how this is going to end. Still at 34 minutes here, but still at 76%. And it was just a slow decline all the way up to my charge limit of 77% for that 60% state of charge. And there we are, 77%. I just heard it click off, and we have done it in 34. It just rolled over to 35 minutes. So let's call it 35 minutes to gain 60%. In minus 25C. Time to go unplug the car. Let's see how quick I can do this. That's already closed. That sure doesn't take long. And we can see official start time, it was 3:52. I wasn't making that up, but I'm glad I had it the whole time for tracking. All right, guys, my final thoughts here. I gained 60% state of charge in 35 minutes at a supercharger here in Canada, and it was not a worry. It was minus 25 degrees C, which works out to about minus 16 Fahrenheit. No concerns, folks. I would do it again. You don't even need to precondition that early. I could do a test where I show up without preconditioning and see what the car does, because I know it is smart enough. This was a realistic test of what you can expect in your Tesla or your future Tesla. If you're going to buy one, I've got a referral link in the description that you should use to make sure you get a discount. I'll get a little kickback too. Maybe I'll buy FSD with that one. But this is what you can expect, and I hope this video was helpful. If you got value out of this, I would really appreciate a like or a subscribe. Comment what you liked. Comment what you didn't like. I want that feedback, and I want that constructive criticism to see how I can improve my videos. Get involved in the comments and share your experience with how your Tesla's going or what you're worried about. And I want to know how I can jump in, or if you want my opinions on something. And we've got other folks down there too. There's a big comment section in my videos recently, and there's been a lot of people helping each other out and discussing their experience. So get involved down there, guys, and leave me some feedback. I hope you got some value out of this video. Thanks for watching another Frozen Tesla video. Stay tuned for the next one.